The last section for 13 is going through and recording our transactions for when we have to pay our liabilities for having employees. So when we take a look at our information on 13.4, we're using the payroll data as of March 31st, and we're going to prepare a journal entry for the payment of withheld taxes. Tesla Electric is a monthly scheduled depositor. We need to journalize check 495 on the cash payments journal, page 14, using the date the taxes are due to the federal government. Well, how's that for vague? What they are expecting us to know is when we talk about a monthly scheduled depositor, that when we take a look at as an employer, they said they're a monthly scheduled depositor. So these are going to be the amount of taxes withheld through the month of March. So it needs to be scheduled to be paid by the 15th of the next month. So the first one we're going to journalize here, instruction number 1, is going to be our journal entry for withheld taxes from our employees and employer taxes. So I'm going to go ahead and put in here April 15th. And then the very first tax that I'm putting in here is going to be this federal income tax withheld. Remember, we do not have an account called federal income tax withheld. It's called employee income tax payable. This is going to be paid with check number 495. And we are paying off these liabilities, which means that how much we have in that account is going down. So if we withheld $1,320 from our employees' paychecks, that's how much we have to pay the government. So I'm going to go ahead and debit that $1,320. That is the easiest part of this whole transaction. The next part I want you to see is, do you notice this word right here that says employee? Social Security tax withheld. Remember, we've gone through in this chapter and we learned that there are 4 taxes an employer has to pay: Social Security tax, Medicare tax, federal unemployment, and state unemployment. If in the month of March our employees had $1,331.76 withheld from their paycheck, the employer has to pay that. So on this line right here, I'm going to go ahead and put in Social Security tax payable. And I need to use my calculator. So my employees paid in $1,331.76. I need to add to that the employer's portion. Remember, employees and employers match, so I have to add $1,331.76. So when you look in the calculator, this is the employee's portion and this is the employer's portion. So the total amount that we need to pay, I need to dock my calculator, is going to be $2,663.52, employee and employer. Now, again, look at this big word right here, employee Medicare tax. This is a second tax the employee and the employer has to pay. So if the employee pays $311.46, the employer also has to pay $311.46. So if I add those two together, my total tax is $622.92. I didn't put my account title, but this should be Medicare tax payable. Now I have 3 debits. I need to add those 3 debits together. And that's going to give me my total cash of $4,606.44. That is instruction number 1, where we're paying our taxes withheld. Now, instruction number 2 says, use the tax account credit balances to prepare journal entries for the payment of FUTA and SUTA tax liabilities, federal unemployment tax, and state unemployment tax. Assume both checks were prepared on the due date for the federal tax deposit. We have to do check number 522 and 523. Well, federal and state taxes are going to be due quarterly. So when we take a look right here, it says credit balance on March 31st. So when we talk about our quarters, we have January, February, March. So those are the first 3 months in our quarter. Our taxes must be paid by the end of the month following that first pay period. So April is the month following, and the last day of the month is going to be April 30th. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare my federal tax first. So I'm going to put in here the date of the 30th, and I'm going to be paying unemployment tax payable federal. And then this is going to be check 522. And this is going to be exactly the amount that's listed in the account, $515.22. And cash is going to be $515.52. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to pay my state tax. So I'm going to do unemployment tax payable. Check number 523. Now I need to write two separate checks because when we talk about federal unemployment tax, that's going to be sent to like Washington, D.C. And the state unemployment tax is going to be sent, for example, to Madison for us living in Wisconsin. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the amount there. That's going to be $1,159.92. And then I'm going to have a cash of exactly the same amount. So journalizing these transactions are not difficult, but the most common problem that we're going to have is going to be our Social Security and Medicare tax, because when you look just at this data, a lot of people are just going to grab this, but you have to realize that it says employee, and remember our 4 taxes that an employer must pay: Social Security, Medicare, federal unemployment, and state unemployment. We have to take that into account. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the work together and try that on your own. Good luck.